there. Each candidate will have 2 minutes to speak. When you do speak, please can you state your name and your party you're representing? And individually, I will go around with each question we have randomly. Have I missed anything out, Christine? Probably.
I don't think so, no. If anyone that's participating wants to write a question, you can put it into the chat. If everybody can stay muted, unless asked to not mute yourselves, that would be really helpful. We try and ask questions to all candidates, so specific questions will also be passed to other people in the name of fairness. And yeah, that's about it, really.
Just as he said, so take yourself off the screen if you don't want to be recorded. Did you say that?
No. Is everybody happy to be recorded?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the recording will go on Facebook and YouTube, just so everybody's aware. Okay.
Okay. Who are the candidates? Does anybody want to give me a shout? Emma? And is that a red rosette, Lauren?
That's a red rosette, yes.
Yeah. Any other candidates? Jeremy, who do we have?
It's just Lauren and Emma.
Okay. And who are you representing? Lauren, you're Labour, aren't you?
I'm Labour and Cooperative Party.
All right, okay. Lauren, who are you? Sorry, who are you representing? Emma?
The Labour and Cooperative Party.
Yeah, Emma. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm
Emma?
SDP, Social Democrat Party.
No problem. Okay, does somebody want to give us a 2 minutes introduction? Emma, shall we start with yourself?
Okay, good evening, everybody. My name's Emma Pogson Golden. I'm for the SDP. I've lived in Belial all my life, and I've always tried to help people and families as much as I can. I'm very much a people person. I've previously worked in a community centre for many years, applying for grants, running TOTS groups, organising community gatherings, such as the Great Get Together, Halloween parties, Christmas parties, that sort of thing. I've run healthy holiday clubs for children to stay active in the holidays, as well as providing meals for free. I've even started up a food bank. In my previous jobs, I've worked in local schools, but I continue to work as a PTA at Clapgate Primary School. So in this role, I sort out events that take place at the school and also help run the community pantry. I also manage my son's local rugby team, which we do on a weekend. With everything I've done in the past, I've always had the community in mind. So I'm trying to make a better, safer place for everyone who lives here.
Lauren?
Hello. Yeah, thank you. Hello, I'm Lauren Summers. I'm your Labour and Cooperative Party candidate. So I've worked in the public sector pretty much my whole life, and most of that has been involved in improving services, improving areas. I've won awards for environmental campaigns, for really helping improve a whole area, bringing in jobs and investment and encouraging, people to be proud of their area. So I've got a lot of experience. I've also worked for central government. I've also worked for NHS commissioners, including in West Yorkshire. So I've got a really good understanding of how things work. And also I worked as a full-time trade union officer as well as a rep. So day in, day out, my job was to take on people's problems, sort them out for them. I had members who were saved their jobs. I had members who were worried that, being put on certain shifts was going to be really bad for the health. And, you know, I helped a lot of people. So really helping people is my passion. Labour has done so many great things in Belle Isle and Middleton. You know, we're building 176 new council homes as we speak. We're helping people with apprenticeships. We're helping people with the cost of living crisis. You know, we've passed the budget keeping children's centres open, both of them. The Leeds Youth Hub, free school meals for kids in school holidays. We've got money from the mayor to tackle antisocial behaviour. And as well as the good work that's gone on, I've got some fresh ideas about things we can do to really, really improve things around here. Like, I want to try things like restorative justice. I want to look at, can we get more money out of regions and even the government to really lift the area. And I want people to be proud of where they live. And I want people to live well in their communities, be happy, healthy. And I have a lot of experience of actually delivering, you know, in local government and making real improvements for communities. And I want to help people here.
Thank you, Lauren. What were you doing about the video, Christine? Jeremy? Anybody?
Stuart, your
I'm struggling to-
microphone's really quiet. So I think Stuart was saying he was going to play a video. Is that right?
I'm asking you what we do. The video we sent this afternoon, are we playing that or what we're doing?
Right, I thought you'd talk to the candidates about this. Eunice, I'm sorry, I can't remember her surname, from the Green Party, is unable to attend tonight. She sends her apologies. She has recorded a 1-minute video to introduce herself to everyone, but it's up to the candidates whether they're happy for that to be shown as part of the meeting or not. So Emma and Lauren.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, that's fine by me.
Yeah, I mean, if it's the candidate themselves, then that's fine with me too.
Great.
Christine, have you got it on your, Christine? Sorry, you're gonna have to say this microphone's in my head.
I'll tell you what, if you carry on with the questions, we'll try sort that out.
All right then.
Yeah.
Okay, so first question will do Lauren, please. Do all candidates don't? Why do you think you should be elected?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
It's okay, I'll take this question. Just give us a second. So they want to know if you live in the area that you wish to represent, and if you don't, why do you think you're able to represent that community sufficiently? Lauren.
Okay. Yep, I can answer that. So I live in Leeds, but I don't live in the ward. However, there are people I care about who live in the community, and I have friends, and I've made some new ones since I've been the candidate. And actually, the response I've had from people on the doorstep is they're more interested in knowing what I have about me and what I'm going to do for the area, rather than where I live at the moment. I think I'm really well qualified to be a good councillor for you. You know, I understand how local government works. I've got some fresh ideas, and you know what? Just because I don't live in the ward, it doesn't mean that I'm not there every day, because I am. It doesn't mean that I'm not available. I've been meeting with no end of residents who've been asking me for help with problems. Yesterday, I met a resident who wanted help actually running a campaign about something. And I said, you know, I'll help you whether I win or not. But I am available. I am visible. And definitely accountable. I really want people, in fact, I won't wait for them to ask me what I've done, I'll tell them. You know, I don't see it as an issue, and I think actually having an outside perspective and knowledge of, government and the structures and people and contacts to draw upon. I've been meeting with the deputy mayor for West Yorkshire and talking to her about crime and that kind of thing. I think the fact that I live, in a ward a few miles away, I don't think it matters. I think what matters for people in Middleton and Belle Isle is they're going to get someone who's going to deliver for them. And I think some of the issues that people have talked to me about, they're not hyper local and they haven't got hyper local solutions. We need to get money in from regional and central government to fix some of the things. We could perhaps do some capital funding for, GPs, and we need, there's lots of things. And I think I am around. I will be. If people want to speak to me, they can speak to me on the phone, they can do a Teams call, or I'll go and see them. It's not an issue where I live, and I think I can do a really good job and build on all the great things that Labour have been doing.
Okay, thank you, Lauren. Emma, same question to you.
Yes, I do. I live in Belle Isle, and I have done all my life. I work here as well, so I'm quite passionate about my area. So I feel it's a good thing to actually be here, because you can, the people, what people want, and that's what I'm trying to do. If anybody needs help, I'm very much approachable. I talk to anybody, as you can tell. I will be visible, and I have been visible. Like I say, I worked for a community centre for years, helping, doing different things. So I think I could be a really good candidate for you.
Thank you. Okay, so your next question, and if I stay with you, Emma, what are you passionate about?
My passion's about people. I want to help. Like I say, the things I've done in my past have been all around community and things like that, getting people together, just working with people. So my passion is just helping people and making sure people are okay. If they need something, try and get, help them. If I can't help, I will explain why or what, the issue would be. So yeah, my passion is definitely helping people.
Thank you, Emma. Lauren, same question to you. What are you passionate about?
Well, as a public servant, I've always wanted, my passion, I suppose my passion isn't as important as what people in Middleton Belle Isle are passionate about. But for me, it's about making sure that people live well in their community and are successful in life, and are happy and healthy. So in terms of the things that people have spoken to me about, the things that I'm passionate about at the moment, continuing to build new homes. I know we've got 176 new council properties under construction. We've got to bring more jobs in, and we've got a project at the moment starting this month to open up construction jobs to women, because we need more people in construction, and obviously they're undersubscribed from women applicants, so we're trying to do that. I want to keep working with the West Yorkshire Mayor, as your Labour team have been doing, to look at the issues. And I think my passion has always been, to improve things. That's an area of work that I've spent a lot of time doing, making things better, making service better, looking for ways around problems, looking at new approaches. And yeah, I'm just really passionate about helping people and looking at real solutions that are going to make lasting changes. And I'm really excited, hoping to be, your new ward member, because I think I can really do some good for people.
Thank you. Okay, Lauren, if you stay there.
Okay.
Is it a question from Alex Coleman? Please outline what your party's achieved for the ward in the past year.
In the past year, okay. I'm going to start by saying that since 2010, the Tories have cut £2.5 billion from Leeds' budget. Despite that, We've, as I've mentioned, we've got the new council homes under construction, 176. That's a really big development. It's got extra care facilities as well. We're taking action against rogue landlords. We've helped people through the cost of living crisis. We've had warm spaces in St George. We've got a project called Thriving Families that's just started. We've got apprenticeships for young people. We've got a job centre at St George, a job shop for them. We've kept both children's centres open. We provide funding for youth activities. We've kept South Leeds Youth Hub open. Your councillors organised a meeting with the police and Deputy Police and Crime Commissioner before Christmas to hold them to account, where they promised they were going to step up patrols. We have seen more work from the bike and quad team, but we're going to have them back in June to account for what's happened. And we have got some money. The Labour councillors have got some money from the mayor for an antisocial behaviour project. And, you know, we've invested millions in Middleton Park over the past few years. You know, there's been £1 million in the park. There's been the bike centre. We've got a new gym. Labour is delivering for the people of Belle Isle and Middleton. We really are. And I really hope that we continue to do that. And I think keeping Leeds Labour and keeping Middleton Park Labour is definitely the way that will happen.
Thank you, Lauren. Emma, same question to you, please.
Yeah, my party, well, Wayne as well, has done built football clubs. We've got tots groups. We've cleaned up the area. You know, we're making sure that people are doing litter picks and things like that. It's brought a sense of community back. So there's quite a lot of things we've done. We've even got the Middleton Market. So local community groups, salespeople can come and do once a month, and sell their items, which is building their business. We've got community groups that we have here. So there's lots of different things that are happening in our area that we've actually instigated. So there's lots of things that went on at Manorfield Hall. We had some weight management groups and things like that. We've done quite a lot of things in the area at the moment.
Oh, thank you, Emma. Because if there's only two of you, it's going to be quite question heavy. So if you stay there again for me. So the next question is, how would being a councillor help you achieve what you'd like to in the area?
Because of my background of what I've done, I have been, like I say, very much community based, and I think being a councillor would help me go further and help even more people. You know, another local voice for voting for what local people want in. You know, so it's one of them things that people, if they want to have a voice, I'd like to think that I can be that voice. So.
Thank you. Lauren, same question to you. How would being a councillor help you achieve what you'd like in the area?
Well, this time last year, the SDP appeared at the Hustings, and they promised about 12 different things, none of which happened, including that the current council would plant flowers at the park and ride personally. But how would being a councillor help me achieve my ambitions? Well, it means that I'll be able to have say over the ward members' flexible budget that we have to pay for things in the wards for people. It would mean that, you know, as a councillor, I already speak regularly to the Labour leadership and the leader of the council and other Labour colleagues like the mayor's office, but it would mean that I would have, you know, a more powerful voice to make the case and advocate for local people. It would mean that I'd be part of regional bodies and committees and council committees. It would just be a way to amplify the message of, you know, the things that we need for Middleton Park. And obviously, you know, be working as part of the wider Labour team with our MP Hilary Benn. So I think it gives me a real opportunity to put into practice even more of the things that we've been talking about, and we want to achieve our ambitions for the local area.
Okay, perfect. So Stuart's going to come back on and host the rest of the questions.
Okay.
I think his audio's had a bit of a smack.
Yeah. I did a bit of a wobble, so I do apologise. So we'll stick with you, Emma. Sorry, what is your favourite thing about the area?
Sorry, Stuart.
Yeah.
There's a bit of an echo on it now.
Oh, for goodness sake. Sorry.
Okay. Do you want to see if you can fix it?
Yeah, I'll try and sort it out, don't worry. Thank you.
Okay. So, sorry, I'm back again. So, Lauren, what is your favourite thing about the area you're looking to represent?
The people. As I said, I have got friends and people I care about in the ward, but I've had such a warm welcome by local people and such a great response, and I've enjoyed talking to them and hearing about what they want achieving, and it's just been a real pleasure. So I would have to say it's the people. I mean, there's lots of great things to do here. The bike park is absolutely marvellous, and I don't know, I'm 43 soon. I don't know if I should be getting on a bike and having a go, but I'm really tempted. Also, do you know what? I really like fish and chips. I've been trying out the local fish and chip shops, and they're absolutely fantastic. So there's lots of things I like. I think this is definitely an area with an awful lot going for it. And I'd be made up if I was elected as your councillor.
Thank you. Okay, same question to you, Emma. What is your favourite thing about the area you're going to represent and where you live?
Well, it sounds a little bit cliche now, but it's the people. The people are what make the area as it is. The amount of people that have supported me and been fantastic with me, you know, just even talking and saying, oh yeah, I remember you from doing whatever it is I've done before. So yeah, I am there. I've loved speaking to the people. I'm out every day talking to people. I'm in a work environment that talks to people that are in the community. So yeah, for me, it's just basically, I love being with the people and helping them out as much as I can.
Perfect, thank you. I'm just going to make a little statement. As we asked for the Green Pie video to be sent via email to one of us, and the file is too big to do that. So what we're going to do at the end, we're going to try and figure out a way to show it, probably through the phone to the camera. If that's not possible, we'll find a way to put it out there somehow. But I'm just letting people know that it's not popped up yet because we don't have a file that we can upload easily to the sharing screen. But we'll try to figure it out. Okay, all right. So Emma, if you stay on there, the next question is, how much time will you be giving to being a councillor?
Well, that's easy, as much time as needed. I will be able, I mean, when I've worked in the community centre, I've been available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's not just something that you can just put away. If someone needs you, then they need you. So for me, I will be around as much as possible. It's non-negotiable really, because you know, people need you, might need you at a certain time, might be out of hours. So yeah, I'll be available whenever.
Thank you. And Stuart is back, I believe. So Lauren, same question to you, and then Stuart should be good to go.
Okay, well, how much time am I willing to take? Well, actually, I found that my job as a marketing manager was interfering too much with my, you know, my campaigning and being a candidate here. So I'm actually full-time working as a candidate, day in, day out. This is my job at the moment, and I think any role that I took on would have to fit in very well with it. I think you really do have to be incredibly dedicated. There's so many things that need doing, and so many people need help. You know, that I am, as I said, I'm here full time at the moment, and you know, I think I'm gonna stay pretty much full time if I'm working as a councillor. you've just got to be here for people. You're here to get things done, to listen to people and make a real difference.
Stuart, you're muted.
Sorry, right, I'm here. Emma, start with you if we can. Sorry, can you? It's still here. How do candidates plan to work with the other councils to improve Middleton? Is that Belle-Isle? Yeah, Middleton and Belle-Isle. Emma, do you want to take that away?
So working with other candidates, I think that's what you asked. I think you need to do that. You need to work together, because that's what it's about. We're all about helping the same community. You know, this ward can't, you know, just be done by one person. It has to be done with all of the candidates, all of the councillors. So for me, you need to be working with the other councillors as well. It's not just a one man does everything. It's, you know, work together and we'll get things done.
Thank you very much. Laura.
Hello. So I as I mentioned, I have worked in local government for quite a lot of years previously. My job was to work with politicians of a variety of parties. So I worked with pretty much all of them, to be honest. And, you know, maybe not all of them I agreed with politically, but we had a job to do. You know, I worked in quite challenging conditions where there was lots of improvement work to be done, and it involved working between the different parties. And I suppose I've got other relatable experience of working at a regional level between different organisations and getting people involved in different projects. People don't always you know, agree on their politics, but it's definitely, you know, when it comes to the common good, putting them aside, find commonalities and finding a way forward. And I'm quite chatty, as I think you've probably got already, and I get on with everyone. You know, I've no real airs and graces. I just get on with things, and I'll talk to anyone and everyone. I feel very comfortable with almost anyone I meet and have something to talk to them about. So I'm not worried about having to do that. It's something I've got a lot of experience of doing successfully. And to be honest, I like meeting different people. I like talking about things. I'm always very respectful of people's opinions, especially if they don't gel with mine. But you know, we get on, we do the job, and I am 100% committed to working with people from other parties.
Thank you very much. Stick with me, Emma. What projects are important to you?
What projects are important to me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think some of the most pressing thing at the moment, I think, is responding to the cost of living crisis. And you know, your Labour members have worked to start a new project called Thriving Families, which is going to be helping people in the borough. We're getting these new council homes built. We're providing support, all kinds of things. You know, we've got free school meals on the holidays for people. I think, you know, making sure that people are safe and well, that's really vital for me.
Thank you. And the same question to you, Emma, please.
Well, it's something I started at a community centre, so the food bank. I'm really passionate about, like I say, helping people. So the food bank was really important for me. It was started in the pandemic just for, obviously, for people that needed help there, but it's just escalated. So I feel that needs to be bigger. I no longer run it at the moment, but you know, it's still going, and people are still using it, and I still think there's a need. Also, you know, the housing issues, we've got you know, people that need houses and things like that. So that's something else that I would try and help and do, you know, look to establish the British Housing Corporation to oversee some funding of the construction of at least 100,000 council houses per year if we can, and that's what is in our policy. So that's what we're trying to do.
Okay, thank you very much. And stay on, Emma, please. Which of your policies?
Sorry, say that again.
Which of your party policies?
Which of your party policies are you most passionate about?
Yeah, I kind of got a little bit of that. To be fair, I mean, I love the fact that we've got, you know, safer neighbourhoods, you know, better playgrounds, you know, the housing, improving housing. These are all things that are essential that we need. So I'm quite passionate about all of them. But yeah, making sure that we are safe in our area and everybody's got what they need. That is what, you know, needs to be done, and that's what SDP about. We're about community. We're about families. So that's what we would fight for, to be fair.
And Lauren, yourself?
Yeah, we're also passionate, the Labour Party, about safer neighbourhoods, and Labour are delivering in Middleton and Belle Isle. You know, we're working with the Labour Mayor and Police and Crime Commissioner to, you know, get money in directly into the ward to run projects to tackle antisocial behaviour and housing as well. You know, this isn't just a national policy or an aspiration. We are building 176 new council houses going up in the ward at the moment. I've been down to see them. They look fantastic. And I know people are talking about them. What I'm really proud of and really passionate about is the Labour Party is the party of working people. We're founded on the trade union movement, and we've always fought for, you know, just ordinary decent people. And, you know, that for me is so important, you know, with the background as a mining community in Middleton Park. You know, Labour is the party of working people, and I am proud to be Labour, and I would be incredibly proud to represent you.
Thank you very much. Lauren, shall we stick with you? What is the most important issue in your area, and what are you planning to do about it?
Well, I think the most important issue, certainly people often talk about, is housing. You know, unfortunately, the Tory government in the 80s introduced right to buy, and since then, half of Leeds Council stock has been bought up. Now, it's great that people get on the property ladder, but we just don't have the houses. And since 2010, the Tories stopped councils borrowing money to build new council homes. They've relaxed it slightly recently, and we are building loads of new council houses all over the city, but particularly in this ward where we've, as I keep saying, 176 going up. That is progress. And I think, you know, we're doing other things as well. Responsible landlords program. We bought, in the past couple of years, we've bought up some houses, you know, for affordable homes to rent to people. There's so much we're doing on this important issue. The problem is that the Conservatives have dismantled the safety net that supported communities, and we need a Labour government to, you know, to put this right. But, you know, despite the huge cuts we've had as a city, Leeds Labour is delivering, and we've protected people in Middleton Belle Isle from the worst excesses, I think, of the Tory government, by, you know, acting responsibly and passing budgets like the one we just did.
Thank you very much, and same to you, Emma, please.
So yeah, housing is a big issue. We have 26,000 people on Leeds home lists, which it proves that Labour haven't moved as quickly enough as they think they have, and the Tories haven't helped with their cuts. So yeah, it is a big issue. And like I said, you know, if we can get in, then we'll oversee the funding of construction of, you know, 100,000 council houses per year. You know, there's also other problems that we've got at the moment. We've got like quads and bikes that have got a problem, and we would hope to work with the police to finding solutions for this. We need to keep these things safe. You know, as our children are out on the roads, you know, crossing a road and a quad comes up, you know, we need to make sure that they're safe. So this is another thing that I've become quite, you know, passionate about. We need to make sure that people are safe, basically.
Thank you very much. And can we stick with you, Lauren? How will you include diverse groups such as disability, LGBT, BAME groups in your area?
Is that for me? Is that
yeah,
for me?
Yeah, we'll go with you.
So I've already talked about
Lauren,
why I'm proud to be Labour, because of my of the roots of the trade union movement, and I was a full-time union officer when I worked at the NHS. I believe everybody should have equal rights. I have fought for people with protected characteristics, which I think what we're talking about here, or different types of protected characteristics. You know, we have got to have equality. We've got to treat people fairly. And as I said, I'm Labour because, you know, we have trade union values. So I will be an incredibly strong voice for people with protected characteristics in the ward. I have been involved in setting up groups from the employer, so that people can have a voice. So yeah, absolutely. You know, people have my backing, no matter who they are. I am here for you.
Thank you very much. Emma, please.
To me, everybody's, you know, equal. You know, you've got loads of different things. So you've got different ethnic minorities and things like that. Everybody, to me, is equal. So you can just help everybody as much as you can. I've always supported everyone from all sorts of sectors of the community, and I'll continue to do so. Treating everyone as equally is a key, I think. So.
Okay. Emma, can we stick with you? How do you plan to tackle the drug issue in your area?
It's like I said before with the bikes as well. We need to speak with the police and see whether we can come to some sort of solution, because it's not good for our children to see this and things like that. So yeah, I would look for some more help, and maybe, you know, try build a relationship with the Yorkshire Mayor, maybe getting more police on the street, that sort of thing.
Thank you very much. Lauren, can we go to you for that one?
And the question was about tackling the drugs problem.
Drugs in the area. Yeah.
Okay. Well, first of all, I take issue with what the SDP said there. I see a lot of posts from them about you know, saying immigrants shouldn't be given houses in Leeds, and also attacking some groups such as LGBT people, inviting J.K. Rowling to join the SDP. So I'm not sure that they are there for everyone, if I'm honest. Now, in terms of drugs, well, drugs is a police matter. However, we have a part to play in the general issues around it. So why do people take drugs? We're in communities. How can we work with partners to, you know, to kind of tackle the root causes? And, you know, I've said it before, I'll say it again. The Tories have dismantled the support services that glue communities together. They've taken so much money out of the north, not southern areas, and that we're struggling to look after people. But ultimately, the council has a part to play in drugs, in terms of, you know, housing, giving people a good start in life. But it's not just as simple as, you know, what the ward member's going to do. What the ward members do will get people around the table and look at what we can all do together. Because it is a complicated topic, and ultimately it's about helping vulnerable people, and it's about protecting women who often fall prey to people who get them under the influence of drugs. So it's something I'm very keen to work on.
Thank you very much. Just stick around for me, Lauren, please.
Absolutely.
With government cuts affecting councils, council funding, sorry, what other ways can you make improvements in the area?
Okay. So I mean, it can be, improvements can come in all shapes and sizes. It can be process based. It can be, you know, streamlining an application process or something like that. I've got some ideas myself what we might be able to do. So one of the things I want to look at is community justice panels. So we haven't got more money for police on the beat because the Tories have cut it. But maybe what we can do is for the low level antisocial behaviour and crime, look at you know, so rather than people going through the courts and using up a lot of police time, that kind of thing, look at how we can resolve issues in the local area with panels of people, you know, agreeing maybe people do community service, litter picking, or I don't know, maybe helping some elderly residents with the gardening or something like that to make up for the things they've done. And it's a bit about personal responsibility as well. But that, you know, just because the government have cut the council funding and the police funding, there are other things we can do. You know, we can be smart about things. We can apply for pots of money. We can say, you know, if you're running a pilot project about antisocial behaviour, hey, why not come and do it here? You know, there's lots of ways we can benefit if we're creative and persistent, and that's what I'm hoping to do.
Thank you very much. Emma, please.
Yeah, sorry, I just want to go back to what Lauren said. We haven't said anything about immigrants should have any housing. We don't want to end immigration, just reduce it slightly, you know, so that we can build more houses and, you know, so that services can work again. So I just wanted to clarify that, that's all. We're already developing groups to apply for money, you know, section 106 from building of properties and things like that, playgrounds, you know, they're sort of things that people have asked for that we need, you know, somewhere for us children to play. So yeah, that's something that we would do, you know, apply for other grants and things like that to help other issues that we've got that need money putting into it.
Thank you very much. Jeremy, can we post that video yet? Right, we're now going to show Eunice's video.
Hi, I'm Eunice. I am the Green Party candidate for Middleton Park, the election that's happening on the 4th of May. I'm really, really sorry I can't be there today. I help to run a local youth group, so that's where I am right now. But yeah, I live in Belial. I've lived there for most of my life, and I really love the area and the people. However, like many of you probably recognise that it could be better. There's a few problems. However, the people are great, and there's so much potential for us to thrive and succeed. And like many of you there, I'm really passionate about helping to create some kind of change. I'm sure you're tired of big parties, traditional parties that are dominating the political landscape. So I'm really proud to be representing the Green Party. We're a bit of a growing force across Leeds and the UK, and we're just offering an alternative to the status quo. So yeah, I just hope that you would consider us, but please do get in touch if you've got any questions. Again, I'm really, really sorry that I can't be there today, but a huge thanks to South Leeds Life for putting this together. And I just want to say best wishes to everybody that's running, and whatever happens, I just hope that we can all work together for the betterment of the community.
Thank you. Okay, is everybody happy with that? Do you want to say anything, Christine?
No, I think we're out of questions for the candidates now. So thank you very much for coming. Oh, hang on, we've just got one more in, one last minute question in. Okay, so I think we'll go with Lauren first.
Okay.
And the question is, if you are elected, an integral part of effecting change is participation on council panels and boards. What is your area of interest?
Well, do you know what? Because I've worked for a local authority for 7 years, I worked for a council for 7 years, and I've got a pretty good feel for all the you know, all the departments. So I'd be happy to pick anything up. I think what's really important is where I can make a difference for local people. And, you know, obviously, even if I'm not part of a panel, let's say there's, you know, an inappropriate application put in for planning, I can certainly make my voice known, put objections in there. And so I'd say, you know, I'm a bit of an all-rounder, and, you know, it's where I'm needed, but certainly, I suppose you know, I've worked in the NHS, and I think health is certainly an area where I'm really keen to do more, for so many reasons, and that could be a benefit, I think, to people in Middleton and Belle Isle. But yeah, good question, thank you.
Thank you. Emma, same question to you, please.
Hi, yeah, I don't think we would be on a board because our party is quite small, but I'd be interested in everything. You know, there's lots of things that I want to help and do and things like that. So just everything, really.
Okay, perfect. So it's the last call for anybody watching. Do you want to send in a question? Give them 3 seconds. I'm going to take that as a no. Okay, perfect. Thank you, ladies. You did so well. And thank you for joining us and letting people know what you're about and the things that you want to do, because it's really important for them to be able to decide to vote next Thursday. Good luck to both of you. Hope it goes well. And the campaign's not too stressful. Thanks to Stuart for hosting this one. A few technical issues, but nothing that hampered the questioning. I feel like everybody heard your answers. They were really good. So South Leeds Life, you can sponsor or subscribe to us. If you go look on the website or the Facebook page, you can see how to do that there. And you do get copies of the local paper dotted about all over South Leeds that you can read stories in. So thank you everybody for coming. You are free to go home if you would like. And people will see you two at the polling stations. Thank you.
Thank
for
you.
being with me, everyone.
Thank you. Good night.